Now we'll see what are the benefits of level 3 market data or 20 depth market data. So let's go ahead and see with real-time examples. So we'll just look into this stock. As you can see, this is level 2 data where there will be 5 bids as well as 5 offers should be shown. This is mostly the Indian brokers will be showing this kind of data, but now they have introduced 20 depth or level 3 data. So once you click on 20 depth, you will get the total 20 nearest bids as well as 20 nearest offers. Here you can see that it's very clear the number of buyers is more and the number of sellers is less. But if this is the situation, people assume that the stock price might go up. But here the situation is different. You can see that the selling quantities to the nearest offer is very high, while as the buying quantities are very less. So this means selling is going on. So the data is manipulated, and from this 20 depth we can identify that selling is going on. So here what they exactly do is like they'll be putting orders at the lowest price for buy orders like 20,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. They'll be doing that like that, and they'll be giving actual selling shares whatever price they want. They'll be giving at the nearest bidding price. So this is how that is manipulated. That can be found from this kind of 20 depth data, as well as we'll just see other shares details. Let's go into this. It's a very the volume will be very high. So here you will not be able to identify that data that easily. Since here it's very difficult to identify data, as you can see that the number of buyers is very less and the number of sellers is very high. And here it is like the selling is going on at a higher price where the buying is very less. So here there is no manipulations is done, and from it it's very clear that the buying data as well as the selling data is very genuine. That's what we can understand from this stock. So let's go and compare another stock. Let's see this. So here you can see that there is no much difference you can see over here. From this data it's like almost similar, and there's no big difference in the buying and selling amounts. So it's like it's a very there are huge number of orders, there is a volume is very high, so we'll not be able to identify any data from the market depth. So we'll go to so this market depth is beneficial for some kind of shares and it's not beneficial for some kind of shares on some days. So we'll just dig into another stock. Here also the buying and selling data is almost similar, and there is no kind of manipulations going on. So the other thing what we can find from 20 depth data is where the resistance and supports are there. So as you can see here the quantities are very high at 302. So earlier we can see only till 301.10. So we don't know where we have to place the sell order. So here as you can see the number of orders is high, so that at 302 we can put our order at 301.95. So this is another benefit of level 3 data or 20 depth market data. So we'll check another stock. So you can see there is a very less volume here. This can be seen from normal level 2 data as well as level 3 data also. So there is no much difference when the price is not that much volatile. So just check with this one. So here is the number of total volume of buying and selling is almost similar, and there is no much difference in this prices. But here we can find that if you want to buy the product, it's better to purchase at a price where the number of buying quantity is very high. Near to that, if you're placing the order, it will be beneficial for us. So that data we can identify. Here there is a support at 29.50. Since there is lots of order over near to 29.50, and as you can see from here that this buying buying quantity is manipulated at a lower level, and the real buying quantity is actually very less. That's what we can identify from this. Then we will just check into some other stocks, very common stock like SBI. Here as you can see that the number of buyers is less than number of sellers, but when you see the market data, market depth data, you can see there are lots of sellers at the nearest price to the uh, current last traded price. So here the selling is going on, and it's a clear data that there is no manipulation going on since the number of sellers is high as well as selling is what going on. So from this we can conclude that in a high where there is huge volume, it's very difficult to manipulate, but this 20 depth market data can be used where there is very less volume shares. We can analyze some shares with very less volume. Thank you.